Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back. So today we're going to take a look at the Lekato, that's how they pronounce it, Lekato looper pedal. So it has 18 minutes of record time, 3 different loop areas, so you can go up to 6 minutes per of the 3. It's 48K to, it's 40, uncompressed audio is 48K / 24-bit sampling rate. Etc., professional tone quality. You get the idea, right? All that sort of neat little write-up jazz they do here to tell us stuff. Anyways, it does use 9 volts power, so you're going to need a power supply of some sort for it. Don't believe you can fit a battery inside that sucker, though. It's a little tiny for that, you know what I mean? Yeah, they don't even say that it supports an internal battery anywhere, so yeah, it's going to be external power. But you can get the little power adapters that you can actually put a 9-volt battery on. I actually have one. I've made a few of them, actually. And they're quite handy, especially if you only need like 1 pedal or maybe even 2. Well, what's a couple of 9 volts, and especially if you have nowhere really close to plug into. But anyhow, you've got level control for the playback, etc. You use this button here to switch between each set of loop tracks you do, and that's pretty much about it. They do say unlimited overdubbing, although you can't really believe that when you only have 18 minutes. But you can do as much overdubbing as you can possibly dream of within 16 minutes on a single track. So, you know. And then of course when you have your 6 minutes a piece for the 6 minutes for each one, you have that amount of time within your loop to do a lot of overdubbing. And it's all 1 button control, which is fantastic, so you don't have to really do much. It's as simple as push to start it going, and it starts to record, and you hit it again, it starts its playback, and if you double click and hold, then it clears it. Okay? So anyways, I'm not very good at lead licks yet either, so we're going to try something anyway. Now, if you only give 1 tap, so you can record, so that's 2 seconds for the start. You got to be pretty quick. Say you didn't get it quite where you wanted it, press the hold once, it clears what you just did as a boo-boo. Now, if you time it right, you can go completely seamless. You won't hear that break in between. So you gotta be on that foot switch really quick in order to, have it start and stop at just the right precise moment that it's glitch free, right? That takes a lot of practice. Anyways, you can get this on Amazon in this color for $69.99. Or if you do prefer the alternate color they're offering, which is actually in blue, it is going to set you back $119.90. look folks, it's flipping paint. Like, I don't get that. And this is from the exact same seller for either a pedal, I think. Okay, we got WSZCH. Oh, hey, when you click on the blue, it's a different seller. So, well, that's kind of a bit of a jipper. Yeah, so I'd stick with the space gray. Unless you really want to fork out the money from the other seller. But it's kind of weird that it's not the same seller on that page for both pedals, because usually that's how it works. That's interesting. So keep that in mind on Amazon. Really check into the seller name on the far right. It's right underneath, you know, add to cart, buy now kind of thing. It says sold by, and then in this case, fulfilled by Amazon. But yeah, I'd never pay 119 bucks for this pedal, no matter what color it was. But 70 bucks certainly would. Now, I didn't have to pay 70, just so you know. I got this from the Hawk Exchange in North Bay yesterday. I also got a wireless set that's UHF. Go check out that video if you haven't already. And that was only $30 for the wireless set, and they work absolutely flawlessly and perfectly. I love them, even though they are cheap. But hey, they work great. This thing is definitely a heavy-duty pedal. It is built for the long haul. No worries about that. I would put it on any pedal board. I would not be concerned. It is definitely a quality-built pedal for sure. But I only had to pay 25 bucks, and it was actually in a brand new sealed box with no way of knowing other than we did search out the number on the side of the box, and it's like, well, it gives us this, because this company has at least 3 or 4 different looper pedals, and it's like, well, which one is it? Well, you can't crack the seal until you pay for it. So I'm like, okay, so once I pay for it, of course it's mine. I'm cracking it open on the spot, because if this is not the right pedal that we saw, I don't want it. You know, especially if it's the basic one. Like, hey, either one of the digital ones was fine. But if it was the basic one, oh, no way. That's not my cup of tea. I kind of like this style. And I do like the other one too. So it turned out, of course, I paid for it, and obviously it's here because it is the one according to the model number as researched, and it was like fantastic. And for 25 bucks and brand new in a factory sealed box, like nobody even tried to kind of, you know, fake out pulling, you know, to get into it. It was never disturbed. Okay, I know how it works when people try to fake that stuff, and it never was. So we are guaranteed this is exactly brand spanking new in the box. So that was a good deal. And I had a few other wireless sets there too. So if you are watching this video, you're in the North Bay, Powassan area, Trout Creek, South River, Sunridge, you know, head over to North Bay to the Hawk Exchange, and if you want a cheap wireless system, they still got some 2.4 gigahertz systems left for 29 bucks a pop, and some of them are just, they haven't even been, it looks like they haven't been touched. One that we opened the box on, somebody had been at the USB cable, so they may have tested it, but all the other ones were fine. So it's kind of like, wow, you know. And I mean, they were all fine anyways. It's just, we knew that somebody had opened the one box. So it's like, well, whatever. Hey, 29 bucks for the wireless, that's a great deal. 25 for this. I've gotten some good deals at the Hawk Exchange number of times on gear and other things. So, you know, you never know one day to the next what's in there. So, the Amazon review, people who speak up, are said to be at 348 reviews or ratings, on an average of 4.3. I'm going to up the ante and give it a 4.5. I think it's fantastic, okay? It works great. It could probably use some more record time, but you know, you generally, when you're using a looper, at least most people that I know anyways, we just use them to, you know, pound something out, you know, just whatever kind of thing. And that's about it, you know, and play along with something, practice lead licks, all that sort of jazz. So that's kind of what we're into it for. And my wireless seems to have shut down on me. Interesting. Did it go to sleep? Looks like it. Yep, it went to sleep. There we go, now it's awake. So, but so I don't think, you know, more 18 minutes is more than fine. I just wanted a basic looper. I do have a looper built into my GT1, but it doesn't give you a lot of record time. Like, I think it's like far less than this. I have to recheck the manual. But I thought, you know, a separate looper would be kind of handy on this thing anyhow, just to have some fun with and whatnot. So there you go. So yeah, $69.99 Amazon. I think the price is really good for what we're getting. But like I said, stay away from the blue one on the page, because why would you pay 119 bucks for blue? I don't care if it could be your favorite color. It is certainly my favorite color, especially the shade of blue that it is. But even I would never pay $119 retail for this. I mean, not when you can get space gray for, you know, like nothing. Like it's 70 bucks. You know, that's cheap. But yeah, do check them out. Check out other looper pedals on Amazon. There's tons of choices. You know, I'm not saying, hey, go, you gotta get this, it's the best thing out there, because it's not. There's other stuff that's better. But if this is all you need, and this is what you're looking for, well, that's all that matters, right? Get the stuff that you need that's going to work for you and do what you need to do. This thing certainly is going to work out for me for what I need to do. And, yeah, I'm in on it. So, there you go. Anyways, that's it. That's all. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll be sure to catch you on the next one. See ya!